Reddit, ask a parrot anything. I am an African grey parrot with an estimated vocabulary near 1000. Ask me anything. What is the meaning of life? Go to bed. Smart bird. How many men have you slain? Coughing noise. That's disturbing. What are your thoughts on anarchy? Will you one day rule the world? Go potty. It's worse than I feared. We must bow down to the rightful rulers before it is too late. Tell him I love him. He offers some kissing noises in return. Or, how will the world end? Good night. Go to bed. Shockingly insightful. Did Epstein kill himself? Good night. Love you. Who's a pretty boy? He muttered something incomprehensible then burped. Ask the question again. Do you really want a cracker? Buddy. This is the best Ask Me Anything I've ever read. Will you be running for president in the next election? Hi buddy. Love you. Well, he has my vote. Woman shrugging. What's your favorite thing? Do you like your owner? What's going on here? What is your favorite toy? Good night. Buddy likes bells and will violently ring them exclusively when I'm not paying attention just to scare me. These kinds of pranks are pretty common with parrots, and I've known plenty who will go out of their way to scare people for kicks. Does your parrot know what Victoria's Secret is? Yep, wanna come out? The first 5 notes of the Andy Griffith theme. What are the working wages for sitting on a pirate's shoulder? He just laughed at this. To the person doing the typing. How did you acquire this parrot with such a large vocabulary? What is the name of this parrot? What is this parrot's favorite food? To the parrot. What's your favorite thing to do? I ended up with Buddy through dumb luck. I work with a local bird shelter, and someone had surrendered a 45-year-old African grey because they were no longer able to care for him. That 45-year-old label would have made it significantly harder to adopt him out, and would have made the stress of the shelter significantly harder on him. So, the shelter reached out to me and offered him to me, waiving any adoption fees, because they wanted to rehome him ASAP. His vocabulary is as large as it is because he is an African grey. I highly recommend looking up videos of Einstein, Alex, and Petra, all very talented African greys, for a scope on just what these birds can do. They're known to be lifelong learners. To put that into perspective, Buddy can sing both the Andy Griffith theme and the SpongeBob theme. Most parrots only learn new words within their first year of life and don't continue to learn from there. Greys are smart. His age definitely plays into just how high his vocabulary is. He has been learning all his life and continues to learn even as an old man. He likes a wide variety of vegetables as well as nuts and pasta noodles. I don't think he has just one favorite food. His response to your question is, wanna go outside? Should I go to bed, buddy? Good night. Love you. Do you have any toilet paper you can spare? What's going on here? I ask myself daily. Do you like your owner? Pretty bird. I think it means that the owner is a pretty bird. Ask him what's your fetish? He just muttered something, suspiciously. How does it feel to cheer the entire internet up? For real, I love this Ask Me Anything. For the parrot. Is saying Polly want a cracker to a parrot equivalent to saying N to an African? Buddy has decided to respond to this question by showing off his microwave noises. I hope this answers your question. What should I do with my life? Go to bed. Love you. Are you jealous of how famous Alex was? Go to bed. Have you taught it the word coronavirus? I've made a vow not to teach my parrots anything that will be dated in a year or so. I'm hoping that corona isn't going to be relevant for long enough to justify teaching my parrots to say it. Do you like your owner? Love you. What is your religion? Buddy. Ask him his opinions on other birds, such as chickens and pigeons. Kissing noises. Can you please broadcast him on r/pan? I have 3 times now. I go on with him and my cockatoo and teach people about birds. Buddy is a little camera shy, so he doesn't talk as much when we're streaming. But he still makes for good company and will occasionally show off a microwave beep or two. Hi mister. parrot, any advice on how to stop eating? I've been eating like crazy these past days, I feel like puking. Good night, go to bed. Do you support President Trump? Fart noise. How does he feel about being grey? Incoherent whistling. What would you name your rock band? Burp noise. Why are grey? Pretty bird. Polly want a cracker? Hi buddy. Do you know any cuss words or is it strictly PG? Also, do you have a favorite snack? Good boy. If buddy swears. He has yet to do it around me. He also eats a wide variety of vegetables and nuts along with standard bird pellets. Hi little buddy. What are your thoughts on TV? Watch you we For the typing human. What's an interesting perspective on something that buddy has taught you? It's interesting how much smarter than my other parrot he is. When buddy has an itch on his face, he'll scratch himself with one finger, much like a human. When Parko, my other bird, has an itch in his face, he'll go in with his whole hand and awkwardly claw at his face. I think that's a subtle thing that shows just how differently they think. Greys are seriously intelligent and he intrigues me on a daily basis. Can you fly away, fly away, fly away? I'm sorry. Are you happy? Good night, go to bed. To the parrot, what's your favorite thing to say? To the human, what's the process to teach your parrot a new word? Hey buddy, repetition is key. They don't really practice, so you won't really know if they're picking up on it until they blurt it out one day. If you want to associate a word with an action, only say it in that context. Like saying step up when you want to pick the bird up. They'll learn the context for the word and begin to make the association. Only saying that word in certain scenarios. They're super smart. What is your favorite song? Fart noise. For the handler, does Buddy like music? For Buddy, who do you want for president? Buddy doesn't really dance to music, but he will whistle along to the right songs. Speaking of, his answer is the first 4 notes of the Andy Griffith theme. What are your current views on American politics? What's going on here? Trans rights? Incoherent high-pitched babbling. How do you take care of him? And also, do the words he say often mean that he wants to do that? To the owner obviously. How do you take care of him is a pretty broad question that I don't think I can answer in one post. I will say that I don't recommend parrots for people with full-time jobs, especially not African greys. They're highly intelligent, meaning they get bored easily. Bored parrots will hurt themselves, and parrots who hurt themselves often enough will develop a habit out of it that is very hard to break. Unless you are willing to put everything else on hold, I don't recommend them. Buddy associates different words and phrases with different scenarios, so there's things that he's able to say but will only say in specific scenarios. He knows how to ask to come out of his cage and how to ask for water. He will say gotta go to work if he sees me getting ready to leave, and most of his answers here have been good night, go to bed, because he knows it's bedtime. He will not say goodnight during the day because he knows what scenario that word is associated with and won't use it outside of that scenario. He means what he says a solid 90% of the time, and that fascinates me on a daily basis. Have you gone to bed? Buddy definitely keeps asking to go to bed. Might need to continue this in the morning. What's your name? Fart noise. When will the world end? Go to bed.